This is going to be hard to believe, but the woman who owns the most electric personality in sports, the one with the fiery hair, the 4-inch bedazzled nails, and the "I'm that girl" attitude, almost didn't make it to the starting line. While the world sees a superstar sponsored by Nike and Google, the reality of Sha'Carri Richardson's life is a story of heavy losses, deep psychological scars, and a comeback that had to happen at rock bottom before it could happen on the podium. This isn't just about speed. It's about a lifestyle built on survival, a transformation that turned a suspended athlete into a global icon, and the secret superwoman who kept her from walking away forever. Welcome to Big Build's The Athlete Edition. Today we're looking at the architecture of a champion. To understand Sha'Carri, you have to look at the ghosts of track and field. She didn't just stumble into her aesthetic. She's a walking tribute to the legends who broke the mold. At the heart of her inspiration are two of the greatest to ever do it. First, there's Wilma Rudolph, the woman who beat childhood polio to become an Olympic icon. Then, there's Florence Griffith Joyner, better known as FloJo. FloJo is the reason Sha'Carri treats the track like a runway. The eclectic hair, the long nails, the sheer approach to the starting line, it's all a nod to 1988, when FloJo set the world record of 10.49 seconds in the 100 meters. But while FloJo gave her the look, Sha'Carri says the speed was a gift from birth. In a viral moment with Cardi B, the rapper asked the question everyone wanted to know: are you born with it, or did you just get good? Sha'Carri's answer was as unique as she is. She told Cardi that she felt she was born with it, remembering how she used to hunt down the boys in her neighborhood just to race them in the street. She knew she was special before she ever touched a professional block. But every gift has a price. Behind the unshakable confidence was a childhood marked by instability. Sha'Carri was abandoned by her biological mother at a young age, a trauma that left her asking the darkest question a child can ask. She spent years wondering what was wrong with her and why her own mother didn't want to be around her. That lack of familial support led her to a place so dark that, as a junior in high school, she actually contemplated suicide. The world almost lost the fastest woman in America before she even turned 18. But she had a secret weapon in her corner: her grandmother, Betty Harp, and her aunt, Sha'Carri Richardson. While Betty provided the grounding force, Sha'Carri became her lifeline. An athlete herself, Sha'Carri's medals sat on the mantle at Grandma's house, serving as a daily reminder of what was possible. Sha'Carri credits her aunt with literally saving her life, providing the emotional stability that allowed her to finally stop asking why and start asking how fast. Once the foundation was set, the big build moved to Louisiana State University. In 2019, Sha'Carri didn't just run, she detonated. At the NCAA Championships, she clocked a staggering 10.75 seconds in the 100 meters, shattering a 42-year-old collegiate mark. She took home the Bowerman, which is basically the Heisman Trophy of track and field. She was only 19 years old, a freshman, and already faster than almost any woman on the planet. She turned pro immediately, and the Tokyo Olympics were supposed to be her coronation. Then came 2021 and the U.S. Olympic trials. Sha'Carri dominated, punching her ticket to Tokyo with a 10.86. She was the favorite. She was the it girl. And then the world stopped. A routine drug test came back positive for THC, and just like that, the U.S. anti-doping agency handed down a 1-month suspension. Her results were wiped, and her Olympic dream was dead. The internet exploded, but while many argued the suspension was unjustified, Sha'Carri did something unexpected. She took total responsibility. She revealed the devastating reason behind the choice. She had used marijuana to cope with the news of her biological mother's death, which she learned from a reporter just days before her race. She was heartbroken, but she wasn't done. Most athletes would have folded after the disastrous 2022 season that followed, where she failed to even make the finals at the USATF Championships. But Sha'Carri Richardson doesn't do folding. She does rebranding. She hit rock bottom and decided to change everything, leaning fully into the moniker, "That Girl." If you look at her lifestyle now, it's a high-stakes blend of performance and business. She's no longer just a runner, she's a brand empire. She has massive partnerships with Nike, Beats by Dre, and Google. She even became the first female athlete ever sponsored by Sprite. While she's famous for the glam, she also partnered with Olay for a bare-faced campaign, showing the world that she's comfortable in her own skin, whether it's bedazzled or not. 2023 was the year the build was finally completed. At the World Championships in Budapest, she didn't just win, but conquered. She took the gold in the 100 meters with a blistering 10.65 seconds, the 5th fastest time in history. By the time the 2024 Paris Games arrived, the narrative had shifted. She was no longer the girl who got suspended. She was the anchor of the gold medal-winning 4x100 meters relay team. She walked away with her first Olympic gold and a silver in the 100 meters. But the most iconic moment was the stare-down. As she crossed the finish line to secure gold for Team USA, she looked directly at her opponents. It wasn't just a look, it was a psychological checkmate. It was the moment she proved to the world that she wasn't just a fast runner, she was that girl. Sha'Carri Richardson's lifestyle is built on a foundation of grit that most people will never see. While most track athletes are scraping by on a few $1,000s a year, Sha'Carri Richardson is operating in a different stratosphere. Her lifestyle isn't just about the flash, it's about a massive business infrastructure that finally started paying out in 2024 and 2025. Reports suggest she secured a historic $20 million endorsement deal with Nike over 5 years, a figure that was unheard of in women's track before she arrived. This wasn't just a wear our shoes contract. It was a partnership that gave her the freedom to co-create collections and represent the brand in high-fashion collaborations, like the Nike X Jacquemus line. But Nike is just the anchor. By early 2026, her net worth is estimated at roughly $4 million, and that number is rising fast as she adds owner to her resume. She recently joined the new women-only track league, Athlos, as a founding owner and advisor. She isn't just running for prize money anymore. She's building the league she wants future generations to inherit. From the Google commercials to becoming the first female athlete sponsored by Sprite, she has turned her personality into a currency that transcends the track. As we move through March 2026, Sha'Carri isn't just resting on her Olympic medals. She has publicly called this year legendary, not just for the time she's putting up, but for the woman she's becoming. She's back at the Star Athletics Training Center under the watchful eye of Coach Dennis Mitchell, working alongside stars like Christian Coleman. The training hasn't gotten easier just because she's famous. Her days are a grueling cycle of explosive power work, heavy leg presses and lat pull-downs, designed to maximize her drive out of the blocks. But she's also leaned into what she calls her kryptonite and superpower, her emotions. She admits she can't race without fully feeling the weight of her motivation and the support of her fans. She's learned to carry her confidence with a new kind of grace, replacing the aggressive labels the media gave her with a focus on softness and femininity that doesn't sacrifice her strength. If you want to know why she's currently reshaping the fashion world, you have to look at how she views the 100-meter dash. To Sha'Carri, her lane isn't just a strip of rubber, it's a catwalk. She's famously said that the way she runs down the track is the same way a model struts down a runway. This isn't just talk. We've seen her ditch her signature orange wig mid-race to reveal braids, a moment that went viral as a symbol of meaning business. She's working with some of the biggest fashion houses in the world, including Marc Jacobs and Cartier, proving that you can be fast and fabulous at the same time. By mixing high-fashion accessories like her signature Cartier glasses with elite athletic performance, she has forced the world to stop seeing sports and style as two different things. What makes Sha'Carri's lifestyle so fascinating in 2026 is that it's finally authentic. The flashy hair colors, like the yellow-orange, loud and dangerous look picked out by her girlfriend, aren't just for show. They are choices made by a woman who is finally in control. She's no longer looking for validation from the mother who left her or the critics who wanted to ban her. She lives by a simple mantra: look good, feel good, do good. Whether she's staring down an opponent in the relay or sitting barefaced in a skincare campaign, she is living as the standard bearer for a new generation of women in sports. She is proof that you can hit rock bottom, lose your dream for a moment, and then build something even bigger than what you lost. Sha'Carri Richardson didn't just survive the trials of her past. She used them as the bricks to build her future. And as she eyes the record books for the rest of 2026, one thing is certain: she's no longer just a sprinter, she's a movement. This was Big Builds. Sha'Carri Richardson is proof that your lifestyle isn't defined by your setbacks, but by how you choose to rebuild. If you want to see more deep dives into the athlete empires changing the world, hit that subscribe button. She's officially that girl. The question is, who's brave enough to try and catch her?